11 domestic helpers are arrested in an illegal abortion network crackdown. The Education Bureau has ordered Chongqing Middle School in Cheung Sha Wan to halt operation amid the school's embroiling controversy. And 10 people are killed and over 30 are missing after mudslides caused by massive downpours ravaged Gansu province. Good evening, you're watching Cable News. I'm Cheryl Yun. Police have clamped down on a sad case where a foreign domestic helper suspected of selling prescribed abortion drugs was arrested, along with 10 others accused of terminating pregnancies. Anna Chen reports.
The 32-year-old suspect allegedly sold prescribed abortion medication to 10 fellow domestic helpers, aged between 30 and 46, from May last year to May this year. She was arrested on charges of supplying drugs to procure abortion and illegal possession of a Part 1 poison. 10 other helpers were detained for administering drugs to induce abortion and child destruction. According to the authority, the case came to light on June 2nd after an employer reported that their 39-year-old maid had fainted at home in Tinshui Wei with bloodstains on her lower body. Upon arrival, police and paramedics discovered a 35-centimeter fetal corpse in a laundry basket and suspected abortion pill packaging in her room. She was arrested for child destruction. A forensic examination later confirmed the fetus was at least 28 weeks old. Further investigations then led to wider arrests. Anna Chen, Cable News.
Education Bureau has suspended operations at Chongqing Middle School in Cheung Sha Wan amid controversy over its partnership with Shenzhen-based education agency Capture Star, citing unsatisfactory conduct by school managers. Officials vowed to take stern action if any further legal violations are found. Meanwhile, Capture Star insisted its actions were authorized by the school. However, the school's registered supervisor stated the real sponsoring body, Chongqing Association, has no involvement and lost control of the school years ago. Jeremy Zhu has more details.
Capture Star held a live stream session today displaying an authorization letter and contracts proving teachers were officially hired by Tsung Tsin Middle School. The agency recently advertised online, claiming to enroll Form 4 to 5 students at a Hong Kong campus of Tsung Tsin Middle School, with tuition fees between $160,000 to $190,000. The local private school would allegedly provide them with a campus and student status, while Capture Star would be in charge of courses and study materials. The post was later removed for misleading wording and will be revised after consulting the Education Bureau, according to the admissions officer in the live stream. Capture Star also clarified it only collects fees and donations on the school's behalf and has not admitted any student yet. According to the Examinations and Assessment Authority, the 2025 Diploma of Secondary Education Exam Registry shows no candidates from Tsung Tsin Middle School. Meanwhile, the school's officially registered supervisor Wang Wa-on stressed the association has no ties to the school since 9 years ago and has been barred from even entering the premise. Legal disputes over management rights are ongoing with the other party, he said. Tsung Tsin Middle School's head Tong Fok responded via text message stating that the school has already contacted the Education Bureau, hoping to identify the mastermind behind the incident as soon as possible and bring them to justice. Jeremy Zhu, Cable News.
The Food and Environmental Hygiene Department continues to intensify mosquito prevention and control measures across the city after imported cases of chikungunya fever were logged. The areas where the patients reside have been identified as high-risk zones, with authorities continue monitoring mosquito activity closely. Jeremy Zhu reports.
FEHD workers were seen spraying mosquito repellent in shrubbery near the flower market in Mongkok this morning, while also clearing away dead branches and leaves. Speaking to iCable News, Kwang Tak-wai, Superintendent of Cleansing and Pest Control at the FEHD, said the flower market is a high-risk area due to the high likelihood of stagnant water after the week-long downpours and heavy foot traffic. She explained since mosquitoes go through 4 life stages and the first 3 require water, eliminating stagnant water is key to preventing mosquito breeding. The FEHD advises flower shop owners to change plant water weekly and wear long-sleeved clothing and trousers while working. Meanwhile, Kwang added that FEHD teams have recently been deployed to mosquito-prone areas near the patients' residences. The department will monitor mosquito activity within a 250-meter radius, clearing stagnant water and spraying insecticides. She noted that July's mosquito rabbit trap index stood at 8.1%, lower than in May and June. Compared to previous years, fewer areas have reached alert or high-risk levels, which she attributed to the effectiveness of current mosquito control efforts. Jeremy Zhu, Cable News.
In the northwest province of Gansu, 10 people died and more than 30 missing after torrential rain caused severe flooding and mudslides. President Xi Jinping has urged all-out search and rescue efforts, flood prevention and disaster relief work. In Linxiahui Autonomous Prefecture, authorities relocated 32 residents overnight as rising floodwaters threatened homes. Zhongxiang County saw roads destroyed by mudslides, with police working to rescue trapped residents. The region remains under heavy rainfall, with some areas issued with red alerts for heavy rain, as an accumulated rainfall of over 100 millimeters is expected by Friday evening. The storm system also battered Yuzhong County in Lanzhou, triggering flash floods that buried a highway under silt, cutting off access to villages and trapping more than 4,000 residents. Record-breaking downpours hit Japan's Kagoshima Prefecture, causing landslides, floodings and evacuations after a special heavy rain warning was issued this morning. At least 2 people were hurt as multiple houses had collapsed. Anna Chan tells us more.
Rescuers were conducting search at a collapsed house in Ara City, confirming whether there are any people trapped. While floodings threatened dozens of households, prompting evacuations, a car fell into river as roads collapsed in the city. In Kagoshima, over 550 millimeters of rainfall was recorded in the 24 hours to this morning, setting a new record for the area, as well as exceeding the monthly average for August. The Japan Meteorological Agency issued a heavy rain emergency warning for Kagoshima early this morning, saying a once-in-several-decades major disaster is imminent. Though the alert level was later revised down to a warning, the city government still urged utmost caution amid the most serious evacuation advice.
The risk to life is imminent. Please ensure your safety right now. If it is dangerous to move to a designated evacuation center, please go to a building away from streams or hillsides, or seek higher ground that is less likely to be flooded.
As parts of national highways were closed due to landslides, JR Kyushu has suspended some local trains from the first service of the day in the area. Meanwhile, many flights to and from Kagoshima Airport have been cancelled under bad weather. Heavy rain is forecast to continue in the Kyushu region, including Kagoshima, through Sunday. Anna Chen, Cable News.
Thai prosecutors indicted 23 suspects for violations that led to the collapse of a Bangkok high-rise during a massive earthquake in March. The partially built 30-story tower in Chatuchak district was the only building to collapse from tremors emanating from the powerful 7.7 magnitude quake in neighboring Myanmar on March 28th, killing 95 people. The head of Italian Thai Development and the local director of a Chinese state-owned firm were indicted along with designers, engineers, and several other companies. The charges included professional negligence in design, supervision, or construction practices that failed to comply with engineering standards, resulting in danger to others and causing deaths. Preliminary investigations have concluded that design and construction flaws led to the collapse of the building. U.S. President Donald Trump's original deadline for Russia to move on ending its invasion of Ukraine ends today. Trump said it is up to Russian President Vladimir Putin if he would follow through the threat of further sanctions. Anna Chan reports.
On the eve of the deadline day, Russia continued its drone attacks on Ukrainian cities overnight into Friday. Emergency services were seen in Kharkiv and Sumy, dousing flames and clearing rubble, injuring at least 3 people. As the White House deadline for Russia to show progress toward ending the 3-year-old war in Ukraine expiring, Trump was asked if he was ready to follow through on his threats of sanctions and secondary tariffs on Moscow.
It's going to be up to him. We're going to see what he has to say. It's going to be up to him. Very disappointed, yeah. So we're going to
in an apparent concession to the Kremlin, Trump added that he would be ready to meet the Russian leader, regardless of whether he meets with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. His comments followed Putin's remarks early in the day that he hoped to meet with Trump next week, possibly in the United Arab Emirates. But the White House was still working through the details of any potential meetings. Anna Chen, Cable News.
Shares in Hong Kong ended their 4-day winning streak, sending the benchmark index back to below the 25,000 mark, with today's turnover shrinking to the lowest in the month. But for the week, the benchmark index still managed to gain some 300 points. The Hang Seng Index ended the day down 222 points. For the week, the index gained 351 points. Top active stocks of the day, SMIC was down $4.34. Tencent was down $6. BYD Company was down $1.60. Meituan was down $1.20. Amid signs of improvement in the property market, a Tuen Mun plot has proven its attractiveness by drawing a total of 8 bids, including those from the city's top developers. A better-than-expected numbers of bidders have cast their votes of confidence for the property market by submitting tenders for the first residential land put up for sale this fiscal year, including CK Asset, Sino Land, Poly Property, and China Overseas. Among them, Keiwa International said they have placed a market price bid for seeing stabilizing home prices. Located at Hoi Chu Road in Tuen Mun, the site has an area of 4,368 square meters. With a maximum developable gross floor area of 26,208 square meters, the project can yield 525 residential units. The plot, within walkable distance to the future South Tuen Mun Extension MTR line, expected to complete around 2030-31, is designated for non-industrial purposes, excluding go-downs, hotels, and petrol filling stations. Under the sale condition, the purchaser needs to build a public transport terminus. Valuations of the land lie between $420 to $790 million, representing a per square foot price of $1,500 to $2,800. On to the weather now. It will be fine and very hot during the day with light winds. Temperatures will range between 28 to 34 degrees. Expect persistently very hot weather in the following few days, apart from 1 or 2 showers. That's our news tonight. I'm Cheryl Yun. Thanks for watching and good night.